Welcome everybody to the DSN tonight. This is Sean Enos on one mic, and I got Coach Gary Meeks with me over here on another one. We're going to do a little pregame here on the DSN before kickoff. We've got some PA stuff going on behind us, so hopefully that's not interfering too much. Coach, I got some notes. Oh, we're going to do the national anthem and stuff now?
Yes.
All right, we're back live after national anthem and a quick prayer before the game. Coach Meeks, I got some stats here that I want to talk about that are historical as far as the playoffs in Junction City. Welcome everybody. In case you didn't hear, this Junction City versus McCrory Jaguars tonight here at the Muse at David Carpenter Stadium. And Coach, I'm gonna work on some game notes here that I've got that I found pretty interesting.
Yes, sir.
And the first one is that Junction City, the Dragons, we're making our 21st consecutive playoff appearance. What do you think about that?
Man.
Overall, we've been to the playoffs 22 times, but 21 of them in a row tonight. Our overall playoff record, because we're not going to have time to talk about all this during the telecast probably, but our overall playoff record is 59-15. Here's how that breaks down. On neutral fields, we are 7-2. At home, Junction City's taking care of business historically. We're 41-5. And on the road, Junction City over the years is 11-8 in the playoffs, which makes sense if anybody knows football knows it's tougher to win on the road.
Yes, sir.
Here's a cool one, too, for tonight, everybody. Junction City has never lost a first-round playoff game. Never. The Dragons have a first-round record of 17-0, 16-0 at home, 1-0 away. Now, that makes me think about something, Coach. We've played 17 first-round games, and 16 of them were at home. Now, what does that tell you happened during the regular season?
We won the conference.
Took
care of business in conference.
That means we took care of business in conference. That's correct. Coach Stephen Jones's overall record at Junction City is 20 wins and 3 losses. Under Coach Jones, the Dragons have successfully defended the Muse here with a home record of 12-0. What do you think about that?
Oh, there's some good numbers there.
Yeah. All right, so for second year in a row, Junction City's won our conference with an undefeated record. The Dragons have not lost a conference game under Coach Jones in 2 years. We're 12-0. That's taking care of business, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, for the final 3 numbers here, I'm going to bring up some more history. Junction City's overall record this decade is 92-17. Our overall playoff record this decade is 22-15. Both records are the second best in school history. From 2000 to 2009, Junction City's playoff record was 113-19. Okay. We're doing our player introductions out there if you're hearing that. All right, so since 2000, the Dragons' overall record is 205 wins and 36 losses. It's a pretty good run there, Coach.
Yeah, that's a real good run.
All right, so we got a few minutes here before kickoff. We're doing some player introductions. Anything about playoff games, especially first-round games from the past, you wanna shout out there with?
I'm gonna hit on a few notes like I always do every game. Hit on, offensively. We need everybody 0-0. It's a brand new season right now.
That's right.
Everybody coming this game with a 0-0 record, and offensively, you want to finish drives. You want to finish drives, and, when you get in the purple zone, as Jacob like to call you got to finish them. Defensively, you're going to get a team that's going to come and try to run the ball, try to hit you with a play-action pass here and there. Defense, we need to try to get 3 and not get the offense back on field and finish drives and score points. This also be good, it's a good game to work on your stuff that you didn't get a chance to work on last week. You got a lot of players that played last week. You got to see them what they can do in game-type situations. So hopefully, the Dragons come out, play ball, and take care of business tonight.
That's right. One of the things I've talked to Wayne about a lot this year is the fact that at some point in the season it seemed Junction City sort of flipped the switch. Would you agree with that?
Sir. Yes,
Somewhere
sir.
around the strong game maybe?
Yes,
Would that be
yes,
something
sir.
you agree with? Okay. Yeah, so somewhere around the strong game, we're in agreement here that we flipped the switch, and Junction City, starting with strong, got on a run offensively, got on a run offensively and defensively. I was at the Fordyce game when Junction played a playoff-type game. You were there. We were
Yes,
freezing
sir.
cold under some rain.
Yes,
It was
sir.
playoff weather. It was playoff atmosphere, and it was basically a playoff game, I thought, and Junction
Yeah.
City's defense
Rose to the
on that
occasion.
night rose to the occasion, and that's when I first started noticing that we've cut down on a ton of mistakes on both sides of the ball. No, not quite as many silly penalties, turnovers. Just a totally different team than what started the season at Haynesville and what not started the season, but played Haynesville early in the year and
Yes.
Smackover early in the year.
And that's what I want. When you said the turnaround, I think the turnaround came right after the Haynesville thing, and when they went to strong, you could tell they were a totally different team that came out against Haynesville. So that's we got a good thing rolling right now. You want to keep it up, keep all your momentum going. Like I say, it's playoff now. You win, you keep going. You lose, hey, you pack it up, get ready for next year.
Okay, folks, we're going to end this the DSN part of our pregame show here. We want to thank our sponsor, Union Kennel. And we're going to kick it over here to radio in just a second. We want to appreciate the Union Kennel and Farm Supply, our main sponsor for this, as we end our pregame show. We'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Welcome, everyone out there. This is Sean Enos tonight on one microphone. I got Coach Gary Meeks with me. Welcome to Junction City, Arkansas, to the Muse at David Carpenter Stadium. The Dragons have just taken the field for the first-round playoff game tonight in the AA State Football Playoffs. Junction City Dragons hosting the McCrory Jaguars.
Out of the 2A conference.
Out of the 2A conference, the McCrory Jaguars. Coach Meeks, we talked about just a few minutes ago that McCrory, they're a little bit on a roll themselves. They finished the year with 5 wins, but they had a must-win play-in. They had a must-win play-in game last week, and they took care of business, right?
Yes. Just reading in the article what the coaches said. They expecting a big year. They were expected to finish first in the conference. A couple of games. They had a couple of letdowns. Had a couple of key injuries. Kind of kind of soured the season a little bit. But, you know, I think they got there. I'm not mistaken, I think they got the guys back healthy now. And like I said, they had to win that last ball game to get into the playoffs.
I agree. Folks, we're going to go to a quick announcement from the Arkansas Activities Association that we need to get on the air right now.
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the school that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary, nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable of the high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond with those recommended by the National Federation.
And another thing I noticed, you hear this on college games and pro games all the time. Sometimes with uniforms, you can't see the numbers.
Yes, sir.
I can't see the numbers on McCrory's uniform very good tonight. I'm just going to tell everybody that right now and apologize up front. I'm going to miss some calls on some of these numbers because I can barely see them.
McCrory comes out in the sprint and said, hands off number 1.
Yeah, McCrory's a running team. They're going to want to run the ball way more than they're going to want to throw it. They have thrown it some this season. They will run some double sets. They will run some triple sets. But they really want to ground and pound, don't they, Coach?
Sir, they really want to ground and pound. And I was looking at the quarterback. He looked like a fullback in the
yeah.
back there. He's a big kid. And look for him to try to run the ball.
They're running, looks like the good old pistol and shotgun type stuff. They're going to try to take snaps back there, and we'll see what they do over the course of the night on this wet field. Snap back. We got a handoff up the middle. Running room. Junction's got him pushed down at about the
42.
About the 42 at Junction City. That was a long way to break one in the mud right there. That's a tough way to start the game from Junction City. But, Coach, you know what they say about mud. The offense knows where they're going and the defense doesn't.
Yeah.
So Junction's going to have to tighten up on that one for sure.
Sir. Yes, sir. They're not. Looking at the defense, we got Samaje Leviston back. He was out for a couple of weeks with the injury.
And that's good news.
And the other, Savashe Cook, he's back. He was out a couple of weeks with the injury. So, hopefully, they got to get back in playing rhythm. And
let's see if they take a shot here. I kind of doubt it. I think they're going to try to stick it on the ground.
Yes,
nope. Quarterback himself, he's going to take it up the middle to the 45.
Number 5. So on the roster they gave us, they got 2 number 4, so we don't have a number 5. So
yeah.
Now as looking at this roster, they don't have many seniors. There are a lot of sophomores and juniors. So look for them, for the young guys. We got a flag.
Flag already.
I think it's gonna be on Coach Jones, sideline Warner.
What's Coach Jones up to down there? Something didn't make him happy, did it?
Sideline Warner.
That looked like Tanner Barnett on the last stop, by the way, closing down up the middle there. I'll tell you, these numbers for McCrory, man, it's going to be tough.
Hard to see.
And the print on my roster that I'm looking at. Okay, here we go.
Sideline Warner.
McCrory seems to me they like something up the middle, and they're going to keep trying it.
Penalty is an unsportsmanlike conduct against Junction City. 15-yard
15-yarder, okay.
First down for McCrory.
15 yards. All right, let's see what happens here. I think, I don't know. I doubt McCrory's going to get too fancy with it after having the success they've had up the middle already.
Yes.
At the 25-yard line, first and 10 for the Jaguars.
This is where you want the defense to stiffen up right here. And I doubt, I don't see McCrory trying to pass right here on this drive.
First down from the 25, shotgun snap, a fake up the middle, and a little kind of a small reverse play.
Little counter trap right there.
Little counter trap. Trying to go off the right tackle there. Cook on the tackle for Junction. Looks like he only got to about a couple of yards.
Yes.
We're about to 23 now.
Get a linebacker, good job, because there's a big hole right there.
Yeah, there was a big hole, and they closed it down quickly. Hand off up the middle again, and there's nothing there. Junction City finally figured that one out, hopefully.
Yeah. Levingston right there.
Levingston's right in the middle of it.
And Cook.
And Cook.
I always call him older Cook right there.
And Tanner Barnett, it looks like.
Yes, sir. It's a big third down right here for your defense, you know. Big third down, you know, they in 4 down territory. Watch for, you know, secondary, you can't fall asleep right now. I watch for a pass, reverse pass, anything, you know, tricky. Like I said, playoffs, you lay it all on the line.
Yep, they have nothing to lose. Yeah, here we go with some passing game. Number 5 rolling out. He had a man open, and he hit him.
He got a flag.
That was complete enough for first down yardage, but we'll see what they're called.
That should be holding. It should be a holding.
I couldn't quite make out the number on the receiver.
Yeah, it's a holding. Legal chop block.
Chop block, okay. All right, so that's going to back McCrory up after what appeared to be a completed first down pass.
Sir. Like I said, bear with us tonight. The numbers are hard to read on the
Yeah,
jersey.
I mean, I would say almost impossible from where we are to read the numbers on jerseys for McCrory, folks. We do apologize. We want to give all these kids all the credit we can for everything they're doing, but they did not do your press box crew up here any favors with that uniform scheme.
White jersey, white numbers.
White jersey with white numbers.
Look like silver trim.
And it's like the NFL Rush outfits that they wear sometimes.
Yeah.
And I am having a hard time with these numbers. So I'm do the best I can. Shotgun snap. They're going to try to throw it again. Number 5's dropped back. He's got a guy over the middle he likes, and Junction got a hand in there, it looks like. We got a hand in there.
Yes.
Broken up over the middle. He was open.
Yes, he actually had a step on
Devontae Gilbert, was it on the pass break up there?
Yes, sir. He actually had a step on him.
He had a step, and let me tell you what, the quarterback drilled it in there.
He had the inside move on him. A good job by Gilbert, you know, for just launching the ball free right there.
We're 4th down now, ball on the 38-yard line. With the penalty, they're backed up, and we'll see what they come up with here. Looks like they are going to pooch it down there and try to roll it in as close as they can to the end zone. We'll see what happens.
The cowbells will ring.
Fumble on the snap. He's got it, though. Oh, and it's Junction didn't have to do anything to block that when it rolls out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It looks like he kicked it into one of our guys or one of theirs. It's hard to say. Either a Dragon or a Jaguar ended up with the deflection, and it rolls out of bounds to Junction City to the 41. Well, you don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
You do not see the punt go that low and hit somebody like you do field goals.
3-yard punt.
3-yard punt. Let's see what Junction City's got in store on offense tonight, Coach, in this footing. Hutchinson's already in the pistol.
Hands out to Haynes.
Haynes going around the left end. A guy had him in the backfield, and then another Jaguar comes up.
Number 14
Number 14 with a good takedown. Looks like we lost three
or four right there. Hey, they did the job right there. They stopped
They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They stayed home.
Stayed home and made them try to bounce it outside, and they had guys there.
Haynes avoided the first man, but he couldn't get around that second one. 2 of them untouched back there. That's hard to deal with. Hutchinson in the pistol again. Low snap. He takes it himself, and I don't know if that was planned or not, Coach. Not really sure. He's down at the 35-yard line.
He almost dropped the ball trying to hand it off right there.
I think that was a little bit of a busted play, and he tried to make something out of it the best he could.
Yes, sir. Go.
3rd and 13.
McCrory's not doing, they just pitting their ears back, finding the ball, flying to the ball.
They're flying in the backfield as fast as they can.
Yes, sir. And you got your quarterback playing DN, defensive line.
Yeah, now we're looking at 3rd and 15 for Junction City with a from the 36-yard line. Hutchinson's got the snap. He's got a man over the middle, wide open. And we had some hands in there from looks like number 14 from McCrory.
Good play call right there. You know,
yeah.
as McCrory stacking, they running like a 6'2" right there, and there is no safety help right there. And you had the matchup you wanted, the tight end on the hot route right there.
For Junction City, we had DJ Hill, it looks like, over the middle. Is a good play call. I like that.
Yes.
The kid from McCrory, he did a good job. He got his hands in there and broke that one up like he's supposed to. So, hey, I like what we're doing there, though. We're not always throwing it to the outside. Found something we liked over the middle and gave it a shot. We'll see how that works out the rest of the night. Not real sure, but I'm kind of guessing Coach Jones may go back to that later.
Oh, yes. Because, like I said, that was the matchup you wanted right there.
Yep, 4th and 15 from the 36. Junction City's going to punt. Good snap. No pressure.
Good punt, good punt.
Pretty good high punt there. McCrory's going to back off of it. Junction deflects off a Junction kid's foot and rolls forward to about the 17. We'll see.
All right, you got the jitterbugs, you know, first
Yeah,
round
yeah.
playoff.
Both teams have had their shot at it on offense. Both teams have had their shot at it on defense. It's cold. It's wet.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
You got to go and shake that off, and it's time to play ball now.
35-yard line for McCrory. The 1st and 10 for the Jaguars.
McCrory's quarterback's a big kid. When he gets his momentum going forward, he's going to be tough to bring down in any running packages they have for him.
That's the kid I like right there. Play quarterback, turn around, play defensive line.
Exactly. That's old school right there. We got a
right
snap
there.
on the pistol and another play up the middle. Coach, there's something up the middle McCrory's trying to work on. They got about 2 on that one, but I don't know. Maybe some scouting report, they think that's where they need to go with all this. I'm not sure.
You know, in order to stop that right there, like I've been hitting on all year, you got to have penetration up front. Penetration up front slows that down.
Yeah, that's one of those kind of things where if Junction gets enough of it and gets 2 inside tackles in the backfield fast enough, that'll be the end of that for a little while. All right, McCrory in the shotgun, as it looks like they're going to be all night. Number 5, he's got another man over the middle again, and we've got a completion at about the 46.
Yes, unfortunately, that's going to be pass interference on us right there.
Yep. Somebody had their hands on him. I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell. It's either number 4 or 11. One of them had the hands on the receiver when he came out his route.
Let me give credit to the McCrory receiver right there. I'm trying to give these young men all the credit I can with the jersey situation. That looks like Colby Lane from the tight end, a junior from McCrory, and that's a heck of a play over the middle with actually Junction kind of hanging on to him during all that. Interesting to me, high school football, to me, the hardest place to throw the football is over the middle of the field because there's more bodies in there, more hands sticking up. Both teams tonight are taking shots over the middle of the field. I don't know what led to that, but McCrory definitely sees something they like over the middle.
I think McCrory just trying to spread us out.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely running forward. Shotgun snap, quarterback keeper, and he's going to lose a yard and a half.
Helmet off.
Yeah, somebody's helmet popped off.
Quarterback. He's got to go out for a play.
Was made by number 54, Samaje Livingston.
He's got to go out for a play.
Number 5's their quarterback coach?
Yes, sir. On the roster, they got 2 number 4s, so we don't have a number 5.
Oh, well, that makes it a little more difficult now, doesn't it? I don't know what the situation is with that. We're lucky we can even read it from here.
You know, when you hit back going over the middle, you know, when you pass it in the middle, it all depends on where your safety's going to be at.
Yeah, it does. You know, tight ends can wear a team out if they find something they like. Snap to a different quarterback, handoff up the middle. He's got a spin move, and he's down at the 40-yard line.
That's a good run right there by number 2.
Good run for number 2.
Yeah.
You know, that spin move doesn't work a lot of times, but he made it.
Yes.
Tanner Barnett has had about 4 tackles already tonight. That young man's having himself a game already. But at the same time, we're giving up chunks in the middle we don't want to give up. It's 3rd and 5, ball on the 40-yard line for McCrory. It looks like the quarterback he's back.
Yeah,
He's back in, and he's under center for the
power
first time.
Oh, did they
And
they
Junction
got him.
steps over. Somebody from Junction stepped over. Yeah, they lined up in power that time like they're trying to force it down the throat again.
Hey, give McCrory. Hey, they come out ready to play ball.
McCrory won a must-win game a week ago to even get in the playoffs. They travel a long way from home to play Junction City, and they're showing no fear.
No fear at all.
In fact, I think they like this muddy field. They probably think that neutralizes Junction's advantage, which should be speed.
Yes, sir. And like I said, they just coming out and doing what they want to do.
Under center again, handoff up the middle. And there's a pile of Dragons there on that play.
Travis Apert on the carry.
I don't know, give him 3 maybe?
Yeah.
Made by number 2.
Yeah, I'll give him 3 yards.
Down to about the 32-yard line. And I can't read the young man's numbers, folks, or I'd tell you who he was that ran that football.
Yes, I've been noticing, they've been running a lot on that right side over there. They like something on that right side, on the offensive line side.
And anytime you see an offense attacking somebody wide, you know they're setting up some kind of misdirection or some kind of misdirection with a pass on the end of it. There's something they're trying to start over there that they're going to try to finish later in the game with something. We'll see how it plays out. Quarterback under center again. He drops back. He's got somebody running the corner route, and Junction does get a hand on it.
Devontae Haynes.
Devontae Haynes on it with a hand. I tell you what, the kid was open if he throws it deep enough.
Yeah, he is. He throws it back. If he aims towards his back pylon right there, he might catch that ball.
Yeah, he hung it up a little too high, and I'm not criticizing too many quarterbacks around here, I can promise you. As they say, under duress, a lot of things happen.
A lot of things happen.
One of Pumphrey's favorite quotes is Mike Tyson's, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, he puts a little too much air under that one, or we might be talking about some different result right now. All right, they're still going under center. There's something they're working on over there with the power formation, handoff up the middle. Well, actually over on the right side. Is that number 2?
I think it is. Number 2, that's what
number
it is.
2.
You know, he's that hard runner. You know, when they needed them yards a few seconds ago, that's what they gave to when he hit the spin move.
It wasn't enough. They're still looking at a fourth down, 3 yards from the 28-yard line. We'll see what they come up with. I'm trying to look up the young man's name to give him credit for now that we know what number he is.
Look for a hard count right here.
Number 2 is Travis Afford from McCrory.
Look for a hard count.
Oh, yeah, they're going to try to draw us again. Nope, number 2.
He's short.
He's short. From this angle, he looks short.
Yeah, he's short.
He's a full yard short from our angle. Folks, we're going to go to a 30-second break right now. We'll be back in a few on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. Back, Hutchison with the snap, handoff up the middle. I didn't see who caught the handoff. Gibson with the handoff, and there was nowhere to run on that left side.
Yeah, the offensive line got to do some talking up front. You know, when you crowd that many bodies, you know, you're going to have more bodies to block than it is, you know, the offensive lineman.
Absolutely. There are discussions in the huddle about such situations. Hutchison with the snap.
There it is.
There's a little bit on the right side, a little bit of action now. Good stiff arm.
That's what you want out of your senior running back.
Dante Gibson with a forearm shiver. Knocks one man off of him. That's a Junction City Dragon first down at the 41-yard line. I tell you, I haven't seen that shiver move in quite a while from anybody.
Yes, sir. That's what you want out of your senior running back right there. You know, hey,
you take charge.
Take charge. And once again, you know, you have no safeties.
Yeah, Dante Gibson's going to get the ball again soon.
Yes.
And they have no one playing deeper than 6 yards off the line of scrimmage. Another good run, another good run.
Yes,
Dante Gibson with another, looks like 9-yard run.
Yes, sir.
Something over there on the right now Junction City likes. It's a chess match, Coach.
You know, this is what I like when the Junction dudes right here. When they get in that no-huddle offense, you know, and try to wear you down. And we haven't seen much of it this year, but playoff time, I expect to see a lot more of it.
This is when your conditioning comes into play right here. Hutchinson with the snap, with the handoff with Cook off to, well, he started up the middle. He put a spin move on and headed for the left edge.
He should have enough.
And he actually, it looks like he got the first down at 49. Close.
Yeah, that's the first down.
Kyron Cook on the carry with a great spin move, and he gets just enough to get the first down for Junction City. Good job.
Yes, sir. We talk about that two-headed monster the Dragons got back at running back, Gibson and Cook. You know, that duo's been successful all year.
Over 800 yards rushing each this season,
yes,
folks.
Sir.
Junction's a two-headed monster back there.
Yeah,
and we had movement that time. Yep, tailback left a little bit early for Junction.
Yeah. Whenever you have two running backs over 800 yards, you know, that's That's saying something for your offense, you know.
As a team, Junction has rushed for 2,100-ish yards or so this year. Those two young men have about 900 apiece nearly, and Junction's thrown for another 700 or so. So 3,000 yards of offense.
That's sharing the love right there.
Yep, and that'll back us up 1st and 15 from the 46. Hutchinson with snap. Up the middle again, and we get that yardage back from the penalty, but not much left.
Yeah, he was a tackle away from breaking that one right there.
Yeah, Kyron Cook on that one, and he's one arm tackle on the leg away from breaking that one, it looked like.
Yes, sir.
With the handoff up the middle to Dante Gibson, and he split the two defenders, and he hit the Jets, and he's gone.
Yes, sir. That's what
a
you want to see
City
right
touchdown.
there. That's what you want to see out of the offensive line right there. Open up big holes and let your running backs do their thing.
49 yards. He split the two safeties who were playing kind of close anyway, Coach.
Yeah. Like I
and
said,
Dante Gibson right up the middle for 49 yards in the Junction City score.
yes, sir. Like I said, they have no safety help. So once you get past the linebacker right there, it can go for a long way.
My observation has been they've been lining up 7 yards at best off the line of scrimmage. So when he gets to that level, I wouldn't even call it the third level. It's the second level. They're lined up with the linebackers back. Junction's going to go for 2.
Give it to Samaje Levinson.
That's a 2-point conversion for you folks, just like that. We're going to take a 1-minute break here. We'll be right back on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog.
Yes, sir.
The Muse, Junction City just scored and cashed in on the 2-point conversion. We're up 8-0, and we got a kickoff. Looks like it's going to wiggle down to about the 20. McCrory
runs to his own guy right
runs
there.
in the back of his own man, and he is down at the 38-yard line where they'll take over down 8-0. Junction City found something up the middle on that last drive that they liked. McCrory might end up dropping those safety backs now after that. We'll see because, folks, when he got to the level where the safeties were and split them, it was all over with. You don't see that very often when you have 2 men off the line of scrimmage and a tailback run right between both of them, and neither one of them put a hand on him.
Yes, sir.
McCrory first down from the 37, it looks like. Shotgun formation.
Reverse.
They've got a little inside trap play
good
there,
job.
and Junction shut it. Junction shut it completely down and then some.
Yes,
Little
Barnett.
Barnett again. Barnett tonight, folks, he's got about six tackles already. Some of them with assists, of course, but every time I look up, 47's getting up off the field, and that time he didn't get on the field. He kind of, I don't want to say body slam, but we put the kid down twice on that one.
Yeah, that's all Barnett and Cook right there.
Cook was in on it as well, yes.
Now,
all right, let's see what McCrory comes up with. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line in the shotgun. Got a fake.
Oh, he got a guy wide open.
Wide open, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have time. He goes down at about the 30. I'm going to say the 34.
I missed it, but if he had seen, he had this guy. Like I said, bear with us, folks, with the numbers.
We cannot read their numbers, folks.
He had him running wide open down the seams.
I can tell you right now, I can't wear binoculars and reading glasses at the same time, so I'm definitely limited. Junction City's pressure came right up the gut. The quarterback, he had 0 chance of getting the ball to the kid on that one. All right, McCrory 3rd and 15 from the 34-yard line, back in the shotgun. And we had a kid on this side move early. Yeah, number 6 from McCrory jump, playing wide receiver, and I didn't think they were going to call it there for a second. He had 2 steps before anything happened. So
look for him to go back to that pass. But
I think so too.
Yeah, I guarantee that coach seen that over there. He had his tight end running down the middle.
Yeah,
on the seam
I can tell you exactly how that happens. Tight end comes back in the huddle and he says, dude, I was wide open. Run it again. You don't have to run it this play, but run it again. And if he doesn't come back to the huddle and say it, he goes back to the sideline and tells the coach.
Yes.
All right, McCrory, 3rd and 20 from the 29-yard line.
You got to be smart right here, your defense.
Still in the shotgun. Nobody behind you on defense if you can. And McCrory, kind of a give-up play there, Coach. I don't know if they're a little bit rattled. A little draw play, number 2 up the middle.
Yes.
And he's an evasive kid, but no, nothing there really. And I wonder if they're a little bit rattled.
Yes, sir.
That's the end of the first. That's the end of the first quarter, folks. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back in a few on the Dragon Sports Network and the Hog 101.5. Welcome back to Junction City, beginning of the second quarter. McCrory on their own 30-yard line, 4th and 19. They're lining up for the punt. Got a snap on the ground. Not enough pressure, though. The kid corrals it, and he's got a kick away. And Junction lets the ball get past. And
don't do it. All right, you got the wall now.
We got the wall over here now. And, and we got a penalty on top of that.
Yes, I seen it.
Yeah.
Cook on the return. There is a flag on the play.
You know,
Kyron Cook let the ball kind of squirt around on him a little bit down there. He finally got his hands on it, and he comes back left, and we get to the wall, and we did have a penalty.
Yeah, we had a block in the back.
Block in the back right at where the wall was forming on the sideline, and that'll go back.
Yeah, you would like to see Jakyron, make his mind up quickly,
Yeah,
the ball.
He was a little indecisive on what he wanted to do with that. Most people will tell you when that ball's rolling around and 8 guys don't like you very much or running towards you, it kind of causes a tense situation. But he corralled it. He had his hands on it, and he found the wall over here, but it broke down with a penalty. So we'll see what Junction can put together. 1st and 10 from our own 24. Hutchinson's in the pistol, it looks like. And we got a pass play coming, and he drills one out to the right sideline, and there's nobody over there. Nobody over there.
That's what happened when you have no safety right there and you got one-on-one coverage.
Cavante Haynes from the 24-yard line of Junction City catches a bullet from Hutchinson, shakes off one man, hits the Jets, and it's over with. 6 points for Junction City. And we've been saying the safeties have been playing close, and when your corner slips down, falls down, misses the tackle, misses the ball, that's what happens.
Yes, your safeties are known as your backup. You're the last man of defense. So when you play your safeties that close to the line of scrimmage, right there, that shows right there what can happen when you miss a tackle.
And it was really just a straightforward play, just almost a hook route. But Hutchinson hits him. Junction City going for 2 with a handoff up the middle again, and exactly like we did it on the other end. Samaje Levinson, we've got another 2-point conversion. 16-0. We're going to take a 30-second break here on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. Back at the Muse in Junction City, Arkansas, where Junction City in the second quarter with 11 minutes and 32 seconds left. Junction City has a 16-0 advantage. Samaje Levingston, number 54 from Junction City, not really our normal running back, but the young man has two-point conversions tonight on dive plays. It kind of looks like the old school Chicago Bears running William Refrigerator Perry over the goal line. Yeah. I like it. 16-0 Junction City. I tell you, McCrory, they've insisted on keeping their safeties way up in the box, and it burned them that time because there's nobody back for deep help. Junction City with the kick to the corner as usual, and they're going to let it go out of bounds. The referee tried to catch it, and, of course, we get the penalty on one going out of bounds. And we'll see what McCrory, they're not afraid to throw the ball over the middle of the field like a lot of teams are, so we'll see if they find something they like. Folks, as we've said many times tonight, we're struggling with numbers for the McCrory kids, and we apologize. We want to give all those young men as much credit as we can for their playing, but they are wearing white jerseys with white numbers. And none of us up here in the press box can see well enough, especially with mud now coming into play. And we're trying our best to give these kids credit because they're playing hard, and it's just hard for us to see their numbers tonight, so we'll do the best we can. Junction with two big plays on offense, and now they lock in at the 35-yard line on defense. McCrory in the shotgun, and there's a bobble on the snap.
Samaje.
And Samaje, he's having himself quite a big night, isn't he, so far? He's in the backfield with the running back, and McCrory's going to take a loss on that one. And this is when, on the radio coming down here, I hear a lot of talk about, well, it's cold, so conditioning's not as big of a thing. I don't really believe that. I believe that this is where everything you do in May, June, July, and August comes into play.
Yes.
And a team like Junction City that puts so much emphasis on conditioning, we should be rushing the tempo and trying to wear these guys out. And even though we're on defense, we look like we've got a lot of energy right now. I like it. McCrory in the shotgun, 2nd and 13 from their own 32, and they kind of gave it. Junction almost with an interception at the 30-yard line. They gave a little head fake over to the middle or to the left side of the field, and they tried to hit their playmaker, number 2, coming out of the backfield on a swing route to the right, and he overthrew him so bad. Junction City almost with the interception.
Yeah, Javashe Cook right there read it perfectly. He see this running back going out in the flats, and he made the cover.
Exactly. Javashe Cook was right there with it. It's almost like he ran the route for the other guy. That almost was a big play. All right. McCrory, 3rd and 13 from their own 32. They're in the shotgun. Quarterback still, nope, he's got it. No, he's trying to run it. And Junction City.
Samaje Levingston again.
I tell you what, folks, Livingston is playing himself quite a game right now. Not only did Junction set the edge, but they had pursuit from the backside, and it looked like our entire defensive line made that tackle.
We had good coverage in the back end, and Samaje, like I said, he's having a game right now.
He's a contender for some other discussions later in the day right now as far as I'm concerned. But, we pin that on you every week, so we're going to let you keep thinking about it.
It seemed like that first quarter went by pretty fast.
It did. For a lot of passing, especially.
Yeah.
Oh, another punt on the ground. And Junction, I think, might have gotten a hand on it. Maybe a pinky?
No,
or was that just the punt?
Just the punt.
All right, well,
just the punt.
It's dead at the 48 or almost 49-yard line. We'll be back in Junction City at the Muse in 30 seconds here on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog.
1st and 10 for the Dragons.
First down, we got a head fake. Hutchinson with the and we fell down.
Yeah.
Hutchinson had a nice little fake, and he's looking for Cook on the far left over here, and he just lost his footing.
Yeah, it was a double move.
We had a double move, and it just it's getting pretty sloppy out there in places. 2nd and 10 from the 47 for Junction. If you'll notice, we're not really huddling tonight. Well, we don't a lot anyway, but we're not huddling. Junction's trying to force the issue a little bit and let some of that conditioning play out tonight. Hudson in the pistol. Inside handoff. I can't see who's got
Gibson.
the ball. Gibson's got the ball again on the inside. He's got about six.
I give about 6
I'll
good
give him
tough
6
yards
from
right there.
here. Tough running tonight.
Number 66, Trayvon DeWitt.
I don't know who's calling out numbers on the for the McCrory guys in our own press box down there, but they're seeing numbers that we're not, so
Yes,
they're doing a better job than we are. That's okay. These young men are playing hard. Junction City, 3rd and 6 from the 42. We got a swing pass to the left, and Ted McCrory had the edge out there.
Yeah, McCrory played that with number 14 once again. You know, did his job right there, try to keep the ball, cut the ball back inside, and he did, and he had help. And then on that play right there, they tried to give it to Haynes, you know, to want to use his speed, get to the outside.
Yep. Cavante Haynes with the reception, but McCrory's out there with a host of guys waiting on him.
4th down right here.
4th and 5 from their own 41, or from the 40 of the Jaguars 41, and Junction City's going for it. Hutchinson in what I call the pistol nowadays. It's not really the shotgun so much anymore.
I think Jones is going to get a timeout, talk about it right here.
Yep, there he is. Coach Jones with the timeout. He wanted to check out what McCrory was going to line up with. And folks, we're going to take a 30-second break here. We'll be back in a few on the Hog 101.5 and the Dragon Sports Network. Folks, we're back in Junction City, Arkansas here at the Muse. Junction City just called a timeout on 4th and 5 on the McCrory 41-yard line. We lined up in an offensive formation. Something about it Coach Jones didn't like. He called timeout, and Junction now comes back out in punt formation. So we'll see how this works out.
Yeah, and I think, you know what, maybe try to draw them off sides.
Nope, we're going to go with the punt. And we're going to go with the fake punt around the right side. And you know what? McCrory's ready for it.
Yeah, they was ready for it.
Did not work. Did not work.
Number 10 for Junction City, Dante Gibson.
Gibson on the carry. And there's just too many guys out there. He could not get to the edge. But then again, you know, it's McCrory's getting the ball at the, where are they going to end up spotting it at? The 43. So, you know, we took a shot there.
Yeah, I had a feeling that he wasn't going for it, but when he threw me for a loop right there. Which your defense been playing good ball, so.
Absolutely, we're putting it on the defense at this point. McCrory's in the shotgun. They like something up the middle again. And number 2, he's done a good job tonight, but he's getting less and less running room as the night's wearing on. He's not a big guy. I think I read in some of the press materials that he's about 145
yes, sir, 145.
So I'm wondering why they don't, maybe they think Junction's speed is just too much to offset them to the outside, and they're not going to try to go out wide much, and that's probably, you know, something that is certainly worth considering, but we'll see. We'll see how long they stick with it. 2nd and 9 from their own 44. McCrory, handoff.
Good job.
Once again, Junction City. Cook.
Yes, sir. Devontae Cook right there.
Devontae Cook plugs the hole right at the line of scrimmage, and nothing from McCrory there. 3rd and 8 from their own 45. You know, McCrory's mixing it up, going under center and running the pistol. But, you know, you don't want to get too predictable, and every time you go under center, you hand the ball off. I mean, you think they might go under center and throw one here in a minute. We'll see.
They try to spread us out, you know, and try to attack us in the middle.
Neutralize that speed and go right at us. Shotgun snap, and the quarterback has no time nor anybody open, and he's going to go down with an incomplete pass.
Jamiah Carroll with the pressure right there.
Carroll with great pressure. You cannot throw a ball with a guy chasing you in your face like that. 4th down for the Jaguars. Ball on, it's going to be spotted. I'm trying to see where they're going to actually spotted on the 45. And we'll see how the field works with the punting situation with returners. And so far, McCrory's put 2 balls on the ground, I think, snapping them back there tonight.
Wow, every last one of them, if I'm not mistaken. That's
all right, now they have
one.
a good, no pressure. Kid takes his time. I'll tell you what, if you noticed, every time the ball hits the ground, it just dies.
Yes, sir.
It's just dying right there.
You know,
All right.
this right here, you know, it's got 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the ball. Like, you want to see the Dragons put together a good offensive drive going into halftime.
You want to see them drive, use a lot of that 7 minutes up, and go in the locker room with a lead, an even bigger lead here at the half. We've got 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Probably haven't done a good enough job of reminding everybody the time and distances, but first down from their own 25-yard line, and Junction lines up in the pistol. Hutchinson. Man in motion, the snap, and off to the right. Is that Gibson again?
Yes, that's Gibson.
Gibson off to the right, and he's got about 12 on that one.
I figured they had to play like that because, you know, once I watched the defense, once Haynes came in motion right there, the defense slid it out, and they faked the speed sweep and went weak dive right there, and
absolutely
picked up 12 yards.
First and 10 for Junction from their own 36, forcing the issue with tempo and keeping McCrory as tired as possible on defense. Gibson again on the right side, right? And he's made 4 guys miss so far, and finally number 5 and 6 bring him down at the 40-yard line of McCrory.
Yeah, that should have been a penalty right there because McCrory had 12 guys on the field when he snapped the ball.
I'm glad you noticed that, Coach. I didn't catch that one. Another first down for Junction City, and there's something we're liking now with our running game. You know, this tempo thing, I think it works well for you when you're a well-conditioned team and the other side's struggling a little bit. And Junction's, well, had a little pause in the action here, but now we're back to it, and I think Junction's going to keep pushing them a little bit.
Yeah, which, and you know, in 2A ball, you don't see too many no-huddles. You know, no-huddle teams unless you're a spread team.
No, that's exactly right. Well, a lot of kids have to play both ways.
Something went wrong with
that. Yeah, I don't know what happened on that play, and we have a penalty flag down.
Stop was made by number 66,
Was that Jakyron Cook on the left side over there, and so the penalty flag came from the other side of the field.
They're going to get a hold of it.
Not sure what they're going to call on this. Junction's, well, I thought they were retreating as if they were the chop. Another chop block. That'll back us up.
Yeah, block below the waist penalty assessed against the Dragons.
That'll back us up to the 45-yard line.
First and 25.
First and 25 from their own 45-yard line. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Junction City leading 16-0 over McCrory Jaguars.
Look at
Hudson in the pistol.
Look at the respect they're giving the D-backs right there.
Yeah. Oh. I don't even know what to call that, what we were attempting there, but
if the defensive back's gonna give you that much cushion, you know, hey.
Cavante Haynes there let one go right between his fingers.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, in the old days we called that a zero route, as in do nothing and I'm going to get you the ball and then you hit the jets and make that guy miss. Maybe that's what they're working on. Hutchinson with the snap, and we're right up the middle again. And Cook
on the carry.
Skyron Cook had about, what, 6 or 7 on that one? And that's
Blackman on the stop.
we still have a long ways up to that
Yes,
second
sir.
orange marker, I can tell you. The ball spotted right on the 50-yard line. Junction City in the pistol again. Hutchinson's looking to the sideline from Coach Jones.
I feel like the spot pass maybe.
3rd and 20, folks. Hutchinson with the snap, and we
come on. Hit him in the worst spot that he could hit him at in his hands.
Jakyron Cook, I tell you what, something's going on because we've had 2 balls go right into our hands tonight.
Yeah, that one hit him right there on the fingertips.
4th and 20 from the 50-yard line, and Junction won't have anything to debate on this 4th down.
Yes, and this goes back to what I was talking about earlier, you know, finishing drives. You know, you had a good thing going.
Mental mistakes.
Yeah, mental mistakes.
You got a penalty and 2 drop passes, and look what happens. 20 yards to go for a first down. So here we go with a punt. The snap's good, no pressure, and an end-over-end punt down the middle of the field, and McCrory's probably going to be happy with just let that one, and they let it settle at about the 16-yard line. We're going to take a 30-second break, folks. We'll be right back here on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog.
Be first and 10 for the Jaguars.
First and 10 from the 16 from McCrory. Handoff up the middle, and number 2, and there's a penalty flag down. Number 2 is now for a 145-pound kid. He is finding rough sledding up the middle, folks.
Like I said, it all started with that defensive line up front. They're getting a good push on the defensive offensive line with McCrory.
Whatever that business was that started the game on the first drive or two with McCrory up the middle, they don't have it anymore.
They'll decline it.
So we have a decline penalty.
Yeah.
A lot of talking going on over these penalties. I've never seen so much discussion over what turned out to be simple penalties.
Should be second down if you decline it.
McCrory pinned back on their own 11-yard line, looks like, maybe 12, 11 from here. And we'll see what they come up with on 2nd and 10 from their own, 2nd and 14 from their own 11. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left in the second quarter. McCrory in the shotgun or in the pistol.
Ooh, good job. Kidwell.
And that one goes nowhere. And watch out before you get a.
He want to throw it. Good job by Kyle Kidwell right there. Read that play from the beginning.
That play went nowhere.
Avert on the carry for McCrory. Met in the backfield by number 48, Kyle Kidwell.
Yeah, spinning around. I think he got more yards being spun by us than he did on the original carry.
You know, if you look at this game right now, you know, it's 4 minutes left, and McCrory's on down 16-0. You know, as many times as the Dragons don't have the ball, you got to live with it.
Yes.
You'll take that if you're McCrory if you're going into halftime.
These are the type games, and in the NFL, if it's Green Bay or somebody that you've done this way, you know they're still going to come back because you've done all this stuff and you're still only up by a couple of scores. McCrory's trying to come out of the hole, and they're on a 9-yard line, and they got a first down on that, didn't they?
No,
they didn't. No, I'm looking at the wrong line. From
yeah, wrong one.
But they did play it safe, but look how much yardage they got out of it.
Yeah.
And that's going to free their punter up, folks, to have a lot more room than he was going to. You see a lot of draw plays on 3rd and long, people trying to catch defenses asleep, and not so much in high school, but you see it a lot in college and pro ball. I mean, Junction's returners are on the 45-yard line of McCrory. They're not expecting a very long punt. It may not even go that far. We'll see. But we've got another fumbled snap on the – and Junction City blocks the punt, and it looks like McCrory fell on it maybe at the 1 or 2-yard line of McCrory. That's where those fumbled snaps come back to haunt you over the course of a ball game. I think that's 4 times McCrory's either fumbled a snap or rolled it back there. The punter gets his hands on the ball, has nowhere to go with his kicking motion. Junction standing right there with it's hard to even call it a block because I don't think the punt ever left his foot, but the ball's on the 3-yard line. Coach, you were talking about putting teams away and finishing drives. Here we are, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Junction has the ball first down from the, 3-yard line?
3-yard line. They got somebody back there.
And we're going
he fumbled the ball.
And Samaje fumbled.
Yeah, they got it back. McCrory got it back.
Folks, we went with our 2-point conversion package that we've hit twice tonight. Fumble on the play. McCrory recovers in the end zone, and they're going to have it on the 20-yard line.
Yes. You would like to just see come out and just.
Once again, we're not trying to be negative, but once again, the last drive we're at midfield. We have a penalty followed by 2 drop passes. We get the ball on the 3-yard line and fumble it. By the way, that's one reason a lot of big guys don't handle the football a lot. You have to be sparingly using those kind of plays, but that's okay. Hey, it wasn't like he wasn't trying.
Yes. You know, you'd like to see just come out and just run the ball, get your touchdown on the board right now. Like I said, with all this not having McCrory down, just 2 touchdowns, and
that's right.
Touchdown, they be back in his ball game.
You don't want teams to hang around. McCrory on first down, 3 minutes 38 seconds, I can't tell how many you get, Coach.
I
Back
don't
to the
think he got
line.
nothing,
Back
yeah.
to the line. He's back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from McCrory's 20-yard line. 3 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the second quarter. Junction City is probably standing there on the sidelines, any of them that play offense, and they're probably thinking there's 14 points still lying on the field out there, or 16 in our
16,
case.
yes. You know, you score right there, you get the ball. You get the ball out the halftime, so score right there means something.
It changes the complexion of things. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 10, and McCrory got about maybe 2 that time. And I'm telling you, they're getting kind of hard-headed about this running it up the middle thing. I think the draw play on the last drive gave them a little confidence, but Junction seems determined on 1st and 2nd down to completely shut that noise out.
Yes, I'm also looking for on their read option right there. Every time he don't gave it to number 2, gave it to the number 2. I wouldn't be surprised if the next time they run, he keeps himself around the edge.
Well, and not only that, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls it back out of there and there's a tight end streaking down the middle of the field behind it at some point. I mean, you know, you're always setting up things in football, and who knows with today's offenses what all might be going on. But, yeah, exactly, Coach. At least there should be a quarterback keeper built off of that, and possibly. We're going to take a 30-second break here, folks. We'll be back on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog.
See, can I pull it?
Folks, we're back at the Muse here in Junction City, Arkansas. Junction City 16-0. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter against the McCrory Jaguars. Junction has left 2 scoring drives probably on the field in the second quarter, and probably not really happy about that. Right now, Junction City is staring at a mud hole on the 25-yard line, waiting for McCrory to take the field. And McCrory's talked about what they're going to talk about with their coaches, and they're taking the field. Looks like it's 3rd and 8 from their 22-yard line. McCrory trying to get something going. They've been trying to pound the ball up the middle tonight. Junction's mostly shut it down since the first or second series of the game on 1st and 2nd downs. We'll see what McCrory comes up with. Sweep to our side of the field over here, and I can't see the young man's number. I guess
47. You know, we'll give you some scores around the conference. You know, you got Hampton up 36-0 on Cross County in the first quarter.
Wow.
You got Bearden and My Idol. My Idol's up 6-0 in the second quarter.
Sorry, Coach. We're going to take a 30-second break here real quick. We'll be back on 101.5 The Hog and the Dragon Sports Network. Folks, we're back at the Muse in Junction City, Arkansas. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Junction City leading McCrory Jaguars 16-0. McCrory has a 4th and 8. Ball on their own 23-yard line. They're lined up to punt, and not much pressure, and the punter finally gets one away, and he punts it out to about the 50.
He got
and
the
we've
wall.
got a wall on the right side of the sideline. And Jakyron Cook, right up the right side. Junction made the wall for him. And Jakyron Cook trucks a guy right at the goal line and scores from the 50 on the punt return. And that's what you need going into the half, Coach.
Yes, sir. You need a little spark right there. You know, your offense came out, you know, had a couple of 3-and-outs and had chance to score right here on the 3-yard line and phone the ball. You know, that's the spark you need going into the halftime, which you're getting the ball out the halftime too. So
we're kind of tough on Jakyron earlier, letting the pass go right between his fingers, but I think he just made up for it right there.
Yeah, he made up for it right there.
50 yards, he corrals the punt, he hits the right sideline. Hey, 10 other guys were out there making that wall over there, and then it helps that he runs a guy over to get into the end zone, basically. All right, Junction City with a 2-point conversion attempt from the pistol.
Oh, good hold.
And is that Haynes? I can't see.
Gibson right there.
Gibson in for the 2-point conversion, making it 24-0 Junction. We're going to take 30 right here. We'll be back on 101.5 The Hog and the Dragon Sports Network. Folks, we're back at the Muse in Junction City, Arkansas, at David Carpenter Stadium, I should say. The Muse at David Carpenter Stadium. Junction City's ahead 24-0. 1 minute, 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Junction City, Kyron Cook just took a 50-yard punt return down the right sideline into the end zone. We cashed in with a 2-point conversion, and now it's 24-0. And McCrory is going to try to have to figure out some, they're going to find some answers, because the old 1 yard in a cloud of dust up the middle is not working for them right now.
Yes.
Or a cloud of mud. Kickoff, and this one's going down the middle of the field. And McCrory crossing over to the 40-yard line almost.
Yeah. Give y'all a quick update on the score, you know, which I was looking at the Parkers Chapel Mountainburg game. We know we get that winner here next week, and Chapel's up 7-0 in the second quarter of that ball game.
All right, Parkers Chapel 7-0.
So it could be another match with Chapel again.
Union County.
Ball spotted at the McCrory.
Hey, you want everybody in your conference to do as well as possible.
You want everybody in your conference, and you want everybody in Union County.
That's right. All right, McCrory's going to have first and 10 from their own 39-yard line from the pistol. And the quarterback's just going to keep it and look for something on the right side, and he didn't get to the right side to even try to find it. Junction City is not having any of that on the defensive line right now. And I don't know what McCrory's going to do at the half, but they're going to have to come out and try to figure out how to buy the young man some time to try to throw the ball maybe.
Yes.
Down 24-0, there's not a whole lot left they can do.
I think that right there was a design run play with him.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think Arkansas used to calls it the old steamboat or whatever, with the quarterback taking the direct snap and finding a hole and trying to run to it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's not working for Arkansas, and it's not working for McCrory.
You know, look at McCrory just trying to get out of half right here.
Yeah, they are. They don't want to turn the ball over. They want to try to. Tell you what, folks, we haven't been on the south end of the field in I don't know how long.
Yes. Uh-oh, he got a little
Number
running
2
room right
from
there to the
McCrory.
outside.
The young man can run, and he found something he liked over on the left side. He ended up with about, boy, they're still going to be 3 or 4 yards short, but if that's number 2 that's been running the ball from McCrory all night, that young man is going to be sore in the morning.
Yes, that was him, number 2.
Number 2 from McCrory is about 145 pounds, according to the roster. And that young man has been hit on by Junction City a lot tonight. That is one tough kid running the football.
Yes, they got what they wanted right there. They got the hook block on Gerardny Tubbs right there, and he tried to get to the outside. We had no speed out there by Haynes, to run him down. I'm Dragons. If we get a good stop right here, I'm burning
McCrory
time
with
out.
a handoff up the middle on 3rd and 5, and they are going to be about 3.5 yards short at least. And so that'll bring a 4th down from McCrory with 8 seconds left in the half. And if I'm them, I'm not letting anybody from
Stephen called the timeout.
Hopefully. We're going to take a 30-second break, folks. We'll be back here soon on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. We're back at the Muse at David Carpenter Stadium. 8 seconds left in the first half. Junction City ahead 24-0 over the McCrory Jaguars. We'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors real quick. Union Kennel and Farm Supply and El Dorado Chemical. You should be able to see our sponsors scrolling by on the Sports Network broadcast. We like to give a shout out to them every chance we can. McCrory has an interesting situation, 4th and 3 from their own 46, and they don't want anybody from Junction to touch this ball. So we'll see what they're in an offensive formation, and they're just going to run a sneak.
And he gets it.
And he gets the yardage on the sneak. But McCrory's trying to find their way to the locker room and regroup, basically. You know, this is one of those situations where you don't even really want to snap the ball and take a chance on it hitting the ground or something, and somebody's scooping and scoring. So I know what they're thinking. They just want to get out of here and get to the locker room right now and regroup. Folks, we're going to take a minute break here. We'll be back on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. Folks, we're going to let you watch and listen to the Junction City Band here, and we'll be back on at some point after that.
Arranged by Mike Story. Drum major, is your band ready? The field is yours.
Please check your pockets and make sure that you've not lost a house key. There has been a house key found, and it is at the ticket box towards the front gate. Check your pockets, make sure you have your keys with you.
Just let me know. Folks, we're going to talk about a couple of statistics real quick, and Coach Gary and I are going to talk a little bit about the first half. I'm looking at stats for Junction City in the first half. Brady Hutchinson he's 2 for 6 with 77 yards passing and a touchdown. Rushing for Junction City, Dante Gibson, 8 carries, 109 yards and a touchdown. And, Coach, that's a 13.6 rushing average. Kyron Cook, 3 carries, 11 yards, 3.7 average, and nothing much to talk about beyond that for Junction City on the stats. Receiving for Junction City, Cavante Haynes has 2 receptions for 77 yards, 38.5 per catch, and a touchdown. And listen to this, Coach. We were joking about it, but we were right. Tanner Barnett has 5.5 tackles tonight. And let's see. Vassier Cook has 5. Kyle Kidwell has 4.5. Samaj J. Livingston, 4 tackles. Jemiah Carroll, 3.5. And Cavante Haynes, another couple of tackles. So there's your stats at the half. Coach, let's talk for just a minute about some of that halftime statistical analysis was brought to you by Russell Cellular. Coach, let's talk a little bit about what we saw in the first half, and then we're going to have an announcement here right before we go back on the air, or go back to the second half. What did you see from Junction City on offense first?
Offense that started out with a bang. You got 2 quick scores right there and 2-point conversion, and then we kind of took a couple steps back. We had good drives going. A few little mental mistakes right there. Pushed us back a little bit. They had a chance to go score right here on the block field goal. From the next play. So I hit on it all the time. This part of the year, part of the season right now where you want to finish drives.
Absolutely. What I'll say about the offense is, yes, we scored on a couple of big plays, one long run, one long catch. I think Coach Jones is probably in there telling them, guys, we missed a couple more touchdowns that we left on the field just due to penalties. I mean, we've had 2 chop block calls tonight. And Coach is probably in there telling them, guys, we left a couple of scores on the field. Not to say we've done a bad job. That's not what I mean. But, you can always do better, and there's a couple of touchdowns we left out there because of penalties and some drop passes and so forth. What do you think about Junction City's defense so far?
Oh, defensively, ever since, that first drive, old McCrory had a little thing going when they busted us up the middle, but, ever since then, the defense done put the clamps down on them.
I agree. I mean, the first quarter, or first drive, actually, McCrory had something they thought they were going to work on up the middle, and, yeah, they got away with it a little bit. Other than that, and the one third down draw play where they tried to get out of the end zone there towards the end of the second quarter, Junction City made adjustments, or they played a little harder, whatever it is, probably a little bit of both. And we have shut down the middle handoff plays ever since then. And also, Junction City, right now, you got to say they're winning the special teams battle, right? Because
yes.
We had a 50-yard punt return for a touchdown, and McCrory has had tough time snapping and executing punts on the punting game. So Junction City gets the edge right now on special teams, no doubt about it. And tonight's the night you want a good punter because nothing's hitting the ground and rolling anyway.
No.
Folks, we're going to take about a 1-minute break here, and we'll come back before the second half kickoff right here on 101.5 The Hog and the Dragon Sports Network. 1 minute. Y'all need to get on to me about the mentioning sponsors if you need to. Folks, we're back with the halftime here at Junction City, and Junction City's up 24-0 at the half. I'd like to thank our a couple of key sponsors tonight, Union Kennel and Farm Supply and El Dorado Chemical. And something else we're going to do, folks, is we got to run an announcement from the Arkansas Activities Association. So we're going to go ahead and run that at this time.
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the school that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary, nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable of the high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond with those recommended by the National Federation.
We're back, Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium in Junction City, Arkansas. Junction City is ahead of the McCrory Jaguars 24-0. We got another minute and some change left at the halftime. I noticed earlier, Coach, the officials, the referees, they were out there on the field kind of kicking around in a couple of those mud holes, checking out the play conditions. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
we talked. One of them took a spill early on that first drive.
Oh, did he? I didn't notice that. You know, we talked about it, and it seriously does come into play, the fact that when they punt the football tonight, it is not going to roll. The ball's hitting the ground and just stopping, and, you know, Junction City's return from the 50, you know, that was a clean, I guess you'd say, reception on the punt, and got to the wall and scored on it, but that was Cook, wasn't it?
Yes, that's
And, you know, so otherwise, we're winning that battle because McCrory has had a tough time snapping, catching, and fielding punts and all kinds of things. So, yeah, so the conditions do matter, folks. They do matter, and it's not getting any warmer out here tonight either. And those old fingers start getting stiff and so forth.
The more hits starting to hurt.
Yeah, the hits hurt just a little bit more on a night like tonight. And anyway.
Gonna sting just a little bit more.
McCrory is lining up for a kick, and they look like they may line up they're squibbing it. They've got the ball on its side, and they're squibbing that thing.
Oh,
they kicked a spiral right down the middle of the field, and Junction City recovers, and Junction City is going to drive the ball out to just past midfield at about the 47-yard line. Cavante Haynes took what looked like a spiral going down the middle of the field and runs it to the 47-yard line on the McCrory side of the field.
I've never seen one
and
do
that backfired, I would say.
Yes, I've never seen a ball do that.
I have never seen a ball kick sideways like that and make a perfect spiral and go down the middle of the field like that. Of course, I haven't seen many punts go waist high and hit one of your teammates either, and I've seen that tonight. So Junction City will start from the 47 of McCrory, and Hutchinson's in the pistol. And we're going to have a handoff up the middle again. And Gibson he's shaking three guys loose, and he's going down to about he's still going, folks. Down to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Kidwell grabbed the hold. Yeah, Kidwell grabbed a hold of him, and he tried to pull him.
Two different times I tried to say he was going down, and he didn't. And that's what we like. 8-yard line. 8-yard line. Two different times I thought he had gone down. That's tough running right there.
Yeah, it is.
You know, we talked about how cold it is, and those fingers don't want to work right when they've been wet and cold. And maybe some of these tacklers are having a hard time grabbing that jersey and hanging on to it. First and goal from the 9-yard line for Junction City. Hutchinson's in the pistol, and we've got another handoff up the middle to Gibson again, and we're down to about the 2-yard line.
Yes.
Stop made by number 50, Tarzan Allenbaugh.
Number 50 from McCrory in on the tackle. Dante Gibson down to about the, 2 or 3?
2-yard. I say about the 2.
And I'd look for him again, and there he is, and I think he's getting in the end zone this time.
Yeah,
there he
touchdown.
is. Touchdown, Junction City. Dante Gibson, number 10, Junction City, from about the 2.5-yard line, and he punches it in.
That's what you want to see. Out,
That's
out
how
the
you want to
offense right
come
there.
out of the locker room and start the second half. It's 30-0, Junction City. And, you know, for a team that's traveled a long ways on a cold, wet night, that's kind of tough to take coming out of the locker room if you're McCrory.
Yes, yes.
Junction City lining up for the two-point conversion in the pistol. Hutchinson, he's going to roll right, looking for a man, and went right over the top of his fingertips. So Junction City is going to lead 30-0 with 11 minutes and 3 seconds left, and we're going to take a break here, and we'll be right back on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog.
30 for your Junction.
Folks, we're back at the Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium in Junction City, Arkansas. 11 minutes and 3 seconds left in the third quarter. Junction City took the second half kickoff and didn't take long to punch one in. It's 30-0. Two-point conversion failed. And we'll see what McCrory can come up with here on offense.
You know, a quick score for you. You know, like I said, we're paying attention to that Parkers Chapel Mountainburg game. The winner comes here. Halftime, Chapel's up 14-6.
Union County's own Parker's Chapel up 14-6. One of those two is going to make the trip to Junction City next week.
Yes, sir. You look in the conference, you got Hampton. They up big over Cross County, 50-0 in the second quarter. Mount Ida's over Bearden 20-6 at halftime.
Mount Ida's a good program. You got to watch those guys. Junction City with the kickoff to the corner to around the 25-yard line, and McCrory they found a seam in the middle, and somebody missed a big hit from Junction City, and McCrory's going to take the ball out to about the 46 or 7, and as we said the entire first half, folks, if you're a McCrory fan, we apologize for not knowing these McCrory kids' names, and because we cannot see their numbers. They are wearing white numbers on white jerseys, and the mud's just kind of making it worse. And so we're going to do the best we can identifying these kids from McCrory, but it is tough for us up here in the press box to see some of these numbers. So McCrory will take over. 10 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third quarter at their own 46-yard line. Let's see if Junction City continues to plug the middle of the line like they did most of the first half. McCrory in the pistol, and we'll see if they come up with some passing game here to try to hit some big plays. Handoff up the middle, and that's what we talked about at the half. That's just what Junction City has shut down. That is a no gain, and Junction City's had enough of that after the first drive, and they're just not really. I can think of one play on a third down draw. Otherwise, Junction City's having none of this up the middle stuff anymore.
The linebackers are making the reads and filling the gaps, and the defense line is firing off, getting a little pressure. Another quick score, you know, you got an elevated Pine Bluff right here tonight, and Pine Bluff's up 13-0 in the second quarter of that ball game.
Looks like McCrory actually got about a yard and a half on that play. We're going to call it 2nd and 8, though, from their own 48-yard line, and they're in the pistol again. Handoff once again up the middle, but he breaks it to the outside and still dragged down on the edge out there. That's Travis Offord from McCrory, and that young man is the one that we talked about, weighs about 145 pounds. And, folks, he's as tough as they come in high school football. This young man has toted the ball sometimes tonight and gotten some big hits laid on him, but he's tough.
Yeah, that play wasn't designed to cut back like that.
Was not.
The holes clogged to the right side. He had good vision down the field, made the cutback, and had some running room right there.
Definitely. He found something he liked over there, but Junction, to their credit, shut it down pretty fast. 3rd and 4 from their own 49. McCrory in the pistol, and the quarterback's going to just draw it right up the middle, and he got a first down.
Yes.
He got a first down with a couple of yards to spare on that one. So 9:29 left in the third quarter, 30-0 Junction City over McCrory. McCrory just runs for a quarterback draw for a first down. They're going to be 1st and 10 from about the 44-yard line of Junction City.
It's a good tough run right there by your quarterback.
It was a tough run. He got his momentum going. from the pistol, another handoff up the middle, and once again, when you hand the ball off against Junction's defense tonight in that middle, those dive plays are just not there.
Yeah, Samaje and number 48, Kidwell right there. They're clogging them holes up.
That's number 2, Travis Offord again from McCrory, the Jaguars, and that young man's tough.
Yeah,
but there is just nothing for him to get in between the tackles. I mean, you know, you always try to take away from a team, Coach, something they do well, and I'm going to guess that McCrory has done a nice job this year running those dive plays like that, and Junction has clearly made an effort to make sure that doesn't happen against them. McCrory, 2nd and 10 from 44 in the shotgun, and the quarterback, really nobody over there. There's 1 McCrory Jaguar and 4 Dragons, and the ball just lands in between all of them.
Yeah, he's short-armed that one.
He short-armed it. Quarterback does not have a lot of time to throw the ball. 8 minutes, 31 seconds left in the third quarter. 3rd and 10 for the Jaguars, and they're from their own 44, or they're on the Dragon 44-yard line. Well, you know, I thought by now, even though we'd already seen more passing than this out of them.
Yes.
Try to get caught up. But you got to have time to do that. McCrory from the pistol. Ball snapped on the ground, running a reverse. Is that offered again, number 2? No, that's number 1. What's that young man's name, if I can find it?
Number 1, Daquan Hall.
Daquan Hall.
Daquan Hall, number 1 on the reverse
out of
McCrory, and that was a pretty good-looking play, good design to it, and he just slipped and fell. He actually had some room out here.
Yeah, we had room, but it was 3 or 4 Dragons right here.
Especially when you look and see where that second orange first down marker is over there. So 4th and 14. And they're going to be punting, and Junction's got 2 men back at around the.
And
we got a snap over the punter's head, and he barely gets it. He kicks it, but he gets hit in the process. Yeah, he's down. Junction trying to go for the block. We're going to go for a 1-minute break right here on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. We'll be right back.
Now, that kids need help.
All right, 7:45 left in the third quarter. Junction City with the ball, and we've got a handoff to the left side over here on our side of the field. Carroll with the run. He looks like he got down to about close to the 25-yard line. Hard to say where they're going to spot it. And so now Junction's starting to kind of bring in some more runners, fresh legs and so forth. Yeah. We'll see how that plays out. 7 minutes and 20 seconds now in the third quarter.
Number 52.
2nd and 4 from about the 20, call it to 26. 2nd and 4 from the 26 of McCrory.
Ball's on the 26-yard line, brings up
Hutchinson, Junction still keeping a little up-tempo. Hutchinson from the pistol, and a give up the middle. And we hurdle Gibson again. Dante Gibson on the hurdle of one man, and he's brought down at about the 20. And they're going to move the chains on that one.
You know, I don't like my running backs jumping right now.
I don't either.
You know, with the field like it is right now, and one wrong plant, man, and that ankle roll, boy, it can be devastating.
I don't like jumping because the first thing that happens when somebody hits you a lot of times is not pleasant.
Yeah.
If you get hit in midair, there's nothing good comes from that.
Yes.
Junction City 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line of McCrory now. Hutchinson in the pistol. Good tackle. I can't see the kid's number, but Dante Gibson again was on the carry. Number 11 from McCrory maybe. he held his edge out here, and he got Gibson by the foot, but there's a penalty flag down, and we're trying to
It came in late.
and that's going to be a personal foul against McCrory. So I don't know. I didn't catch with my eyes what happened to cause all that.
I don't know either. You know, things like some McCrory, they have nothing to lose now. You know, they things can get a little chippy out here now.
Yeah, you're a long way from home. It's cold. It's wet. You're losing by 30 points. People get chippy. That's absolutely true. So they're going to walk this one off, and that's going to be way on down in the McCrory territory towards the goal line. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 11-yard line.
That's when you coach Jones right now. You watch for the safety of your players.
Yeah. We're going to probably be mixed. I would imagine you'll see Junction mixing in more ball carriers, especially. Yeah. First and one. First down from the 11-yard line of McCrory. I don't know what all the discussion is about. There's been a lot of discussion among referees tonight over a lot of seemingly simple things. So I don't know what's going on with that, but.
Ball be spotted on the 11-yard line, 2nd and 1 for the
Now
Dragons.
Coach Jones is adding to the discussion, and he just threw his hands up. I'm not sure what was going on with that either. Hudson under center with a handoff around the left side. We got a different ball carrier again. Who's that?
Carroll.
Carroll from Junction again. Number 2. And let's see where they spot that.
55, Lathan Briley for the Jaguars.
Jemiah Carroll on the left. There we go. First down. Junction City from about the 5 this time. Hudson under center again. And Carroll again on the carry.
The ball.
Fumbled.
Yes, he fumbled the ball.
Ball came out around the 2-yard line. We'll see how they call it, and that's McCrory's
got the
football.
ball.
McCrory recovers the football at the 2-yard line.
Ball is
and once again, Junction City on a good drive ends it with a mistake. I'm going to say there's 3 touchdowns now that have been left on the field tonight for Junction, Coach.
Yes, that's
just kind of a lack of, just focus. That's all it is. It's focus. You're winning by 30. That's almost falling into the end zone with the ball there, but they call it a fumble. I couldn't tell if his knee was down or not, but I know this.
The ball was out.
I know this. McCrory has 98 yards to go now, and they're going to go under center and hand it off around the left side.
Jakyron Cook right there, setting the edge and making the play.
Cook on the play. I can't tell the ball carrier, especially from this distance and with those numbers.
I think he's going to be on the maybe the 2-yard line.
Man, these guys, they're going under center. These guys have a long way to go for an offense that, for some reason, really hasn't thrown the ball that much since they fell so far behind. And I know they haven't had time a couple of times, but you would think they'd be dropping back and heaving it more, but they're not. McCrory under center. We got another dive play up the middle, and can't tell number from here.
No, Barnett made the tackle, 47.
Barnett on the tackle again. He's got about 6 or 7 tackles tonight. And McCrory is just not finding much any offense at all at this point. 3rd and long, call it 7 from the 6-yard line or so.
3rd down and about.
I'm surprised Smith didn't bring the house right there.
Yeah, Junction, you kind of wondered if they might, they might blitz every gap available to them on that one and plug it up. But McCrory's going to go under center again. And somebody moves somewhere. I'm not sure who. False start. Let's see how long this discussion takes. Once again, for those of you just joined us, especially if you are listening for McCrory names, folks, McCrory wears white uniforms with white numbers. And we are having a very difficult time spotting them from up here where we sit. So we apologize, and we're trying to call these kids out as best we can. 3rd and 2 from the 6 from McCrory under center. And they're all standing up in the middle.
Have the first.
Looks like he might have gotten it.
Yeah, he's got the first. Update on that Parks, El Dorado Pine Bluff game. El Dorado score is 9-14, 3rd quarter. And Chapel's still up on Mountainburg 14-6.
All right, there you go with a couple of Union County scores. As usual, we want to say thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. We've mentioned several of them tonight, and you should be on the broadcast. You should be have seen some of them scrolling at different times. Trap played our side of the field over here. And look at McCrory. Is this number 2 again?
Yes,
Jared F.
Yeah, that's him.
Number 2, Travis Alford again on the carry. This young man, this is a tough kid.
Yes.
Somehow he breaks out of all that action in the middle of the field and hits the Jets, and this kid is, he's all of their offense
Yeah,
right now.
he's been their offense for the night.
You know, it really surprises me. They don't try to throw him the ball in different formations and stuff. He's clearly a playmaker for them.
That was a nice trap
That was a nice play coming right at us over here. You could see it developing from here, and with 4:25 left in the third quarter, Corey's got the ball on their own 44 now. Another trap going the other way, but Junction is having none of that, and they lost 3 on that one.
Yes, sir. That's the old wishbone trap, David Carpenter put in perfection down here in Junction City, the old halfback trap.
Well, then we should be familiar with it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the right side, and I'm not saying the left side has done a bad job. The right side, though, of Junction City's defensive line, from our vantage point all night long, has gotten a lot of penetration.
Yes, sir.
And they've set the edge. You know, to me, one of the main keys of defensive football is setting the edges, and that side over there, we've had a good night of it. Under center for McCrory, and they're trapping as much as they possibly can. And I see Wine now, number 2, once again. He breaks out of the pack, and he's down to inside the 20-yard line.
Number 2,
Travis Alford from McCrory. This young man is having quite a night, and suddenly the trap plays from McCrory. We were up here kind of putting a nail in the coffin in our discussion about him up here. McCrory finds trap plays at both sides of the field that they like, and Travis Alford's having himself quite a night, and he gets them down around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they've been trap. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if they run a trap again.
And, you know, and Junction's, it was just straight dives the whole first half, it looked like, and Junction's done a great job. But, hey, we'll see what kind of adjustments we make. The only thing about running the ball like this is it takes a long time to do it. Quarterback, keeper.
He fumbled the snap.
I don't know if that was because he fumbled the snap, but they had something happening to this side of the field. Quarterback ends up keeping it, trying to go all over around the tackle.
Number 5 on the keeper.
Just not much there.
Made by number 9,
Their playmaker probably needs some oxygen at this point.
Yeah, he's coming back in now.
Here he comes. And McCrory with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. It's still 30-0. They're second down and 8 from about the Junction City 18-yard line. So now you start having that discussion about trying to keep a shutout. McCrory inside trap, and that one really didn't get anywhere either. So there's your adjustments by the defense. I'm sure Coach Smith has had enough of watching these traps. And I haven't seen a substitution yet, but I guess the next kid from Junction City on defense that comes into the game might have a message for his teammates about this trapping business.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the film room with Smith when he watches that.
No, not at all. McCrory trying to figure out a way to get one in the end zone with about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Under center. Hey, I know this surprises you, but that was a trap play again. It looked like maybe a number 2 again, but he didn't get enough.
Yeah.
Junction still shutting it down. You know, we've made some adjustments already without really having to send anybody into the game. We have a sub coming in now, but Coach Smith's been doing a lot of hand signaling over here on the sideline. So you were talking about shooting the run gaps earlier, Coach. Maybe he's playing around with those linebackers a little bit, trying to shut that trap game down.
Yeah, and Carpenter tell you, you know, in order to shut down the trap, you most definitely got to get penetration up front.
Yeah.
Well, if you get on block, you hear somebody's finna come trap you.
McCrory under center again. This is the 4th and 3 play. McCrory under center, but they drop back for the pass, and there's a man open in the back of the end zone, but he's out of bounds. He is out of bounds. He was open, but he ran out of real estate in the south end zone here. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Junction City will take over, but McCrory had a good play called there, Coach.
I think he put just a little bit too much air up under that.
He ran out of real estate back there. Nice play, nice execution, except the pass was just a little bit too much because they ran out of room. Either that or he throws it sooner and get a chance to catch it and stay in bounds, one or the other.
You know, all his passes have been hung up in the air a lot.
Yeah. And see, that's because I bragged on him early in the game. He was zipping it over the middle. But, you know, things change when you have a lot of pressure.
Yes.
Junction, 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. Hutchinson takes the snap, handoff. Gibson around the right side. And Dante Gibson gets about nothing, maybe.
Yeah, when you got 3 offensive linemen looking right there.
That's never good when your linemen are circled around you, picking you up off the turf. That's a dead giveaway at any level of football that maybe they didn't get all their blocks. Now, if they pick you up in the end zone, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a different story.
But when you got a 0-yard carry and they're picking you up, that's, you know, time to talk about some stuff in the huddle. Hutchinson on the snap in the pistol.
Oh, good
Gibson
cutback.
again with a cutback, and he's probably got a first down on that one. It's hard for me to tell from this angle. It's close. But that'll move the chains. The referee already moves the chains. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 20 seconds left, 30-0 Junction City. Gibson just runs another first down. Junction City has the ball 1st and 10 on about the 24-yard line, their own 24-yard line. Hutchinson with the snap, a fake, and Hutchinson's going to keep it around the right side, and he's got some running room out there. Hutchinson, he's fought off a couple of guys with a stiff arm. Hutchinson.
He going to call it. He going to call that little push right there, blocking in the back right there.
Yep, that's coming back. Coach Meek saw it when it happened. They're bringing that one back.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to, you know, throw the flag right there.
Well, it's also how many yards behind the play was it at that time? So, once again, there'll be just a discussion in the huddle about who did what and brought a play back. Third quarter's about to end, folks. 1 second left in the third quarter. Junction with the penalty. It's gonna look like that is coming back. So that'll come back. Hutchinson disappointed with that because he made a good move. He even stiff-armed and fought a kid off, but that one's going to come back against Junction.
Good for a Junction City first down.
So they bring it back. It's still a Junction City first down on the 47. They're on 47-yard line. 1 second on the clock. When they blow this live, and that'll do it for the third quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break here, and we'll be back on 101.5 The Hog and the Dragon Sports Network.
And 30 for your
Folks, we're back at the Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium in Junction City, Arkansas. Junction City leads 30-0 at the beginning of the fourth quarter over the McCrory Jaguars in the first round of the AA State Football Playoff. Junction City has the ball at 47, and whoa, wow, we've got a little action along the line of scrimmage before the snap. And so, offsides against McCrory. This is after Junction City had a much longer run by the quarterback on a keeper that got brought back with a blocking in the back call. Still, Junction City now is on the McCrory side of the field. We're at the 48-yard line. Hutchinson in the pistol and looks to the sideline to Coach Jones and just gets a clap. And Hutchinson with a almost a little bootleg out to the right. And we've got a pass completion. It's still on our feet.
Good job.
And that's a touchdown for Junction City. Devontae Haynes for Junction City from the 40. What was that, Coach? 47, we said?
Yeah,
47 yards on just a little bubble pass out to the right. He shook off a couple of guys, hit the speed, and Junction City's ahead 36-0 with 11:49 left in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Not much to that play, was there, Coach?
No, and you know, like all night, the McCrory defensive back has been giving a lot of cushion to our receivers, and Jones tried it early in the first half. You know, we dropped a couple of passes, and he went back to it right there.
This is a great night for a quarterback, and let me tell you why. The ball's traveled through the air about 10 yards on 2 different plays, and they've turned into 50-yard scores practically. Junction with the kick for the extra point.
Number 51, Jack Smith with the extra point attempt, and it is good.
Jack Smith skies it right down the middle for the extra point, 37-0 Junction. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. Welcome back, folks, to the Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium. Junction City 37, McCrory Jaguars 0, 11 minutes roughly left in the fourth quarter. Junction City just scored and kicked an extra point, and the sportsmanship rule will now be in effect with the clock.
Yeah.
And Junction City's discussing a couple little things before they go out.
Yeah, I think they're going with the freshman right here.
We definitely are probably we're going to see some freshmen that have moved up from the junior high season. You know, you get 10 or 12 extra kids on your roster. That's a good thing. And what a treat for these kids to get to play a little postseason action after moving up. So we're going to see some different faces out there maybe. Ten and a half left. And the kick is down the middle for Junction. We'll see how it rolls around on this mud, and it didn't. McCrory with the pickup and right up the middle, and he kind of gets kicked in the head at about the 35-yard line. That did not look pleasant at all. And actually some of the jerseys are just now visible here in the fourth quarter with the mud framing those numbers just right for us. Now my problem is I can't read my roster for McCrory because it's in about a 4 font over here, and I can't see it either. So, like I said earlier, I can't wear binoculars and reading glasses. McCrory.
The 1st and 10 for the Jaguars.
34-yard line. They're on 34-yard line. McCrory's going to start 1st and 10. 9 minutes, 45 seconds or so left in the game. Handoff, and
I think the Dragons defense done subbed everybody out.
Yeah,
right there.
well, we still have Barnett out there, it looks like.
Travis Alford on the
Travis Alford, folks, I don't know how many carries he's had tonight, but he's going to sleep well on that bus ride home tonight.
Yes.
Junction making some substitutions, and on a night like tonight, you know how do you figure that out? You look out there and see all those bright white sleeves, and you know those are the guys that haven't been out there rolling around in the mud yet. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
McCrory, 2nd and 4 from their own 41-yard line, and they're under center where they've been running all these trap plays from. That's just a simple dive off tackle, and they got a first down out of it.
Not understanding why I got my starting center at linebacker right now, though. Not understanding that. Oh, here he comes out.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Junction definitely pulling starters off the field at this point. Look at those white gloves, white socks, and white sleeves shining in the mud right now. Good for these sophomores and these freshmen that are getting in the game right now and getting some postseason experience. That's nothing but helpful for you in your program going forward. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. McCrory inside trap again, number 2, Travis Alford, and he's off to the right side, and he's got plenty for a first down. He's got about almost a 20-yard carry for the kid. And this young man, I've been impressed with him tonight, Coach.
Yes, I guarantee he got over 100 yards.
I would hope so. Our crack research staff hasn't informed us of that, but he might have 100 tonight, I would hope.
You know, like I say, the Dragons, you know, take advantage of games like this and get ready for next week.
That's right. This is where you heal some bruises and things. The rest of this game, let some starters sit. Inside trap again, and that young man jumped from McCrory, and he got hit in the head for his efforts.
As I'm checking that smack
Call from McCrory on the carry.
The Parker Chapel Mountain scores still 14. Last update, still 14-6. Chapel, you know, like I said, the winner of that game right here come to the Muse next week.
Yep. Chapel winning. Union County doing a good job tonight so far. McCrory will have a second and about 1 yard on the Dragon 30-yard line, and Junction City's got mostly a new defense out there trying to hold on to this shutout. 7 minutes left in the game. McCrory under center, inside trap. Travis Alford again off to the right side, and he spins twice, and he gets way more than he needs for the first down. He jumped down to about the 20-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, this is the most my history of coming, you know, even playing in ball games and watching ball games. This is the most time I've seen a team that runs a trap.
Well, I was just going to say it's been a long time since I've seen that much inside trapping going on in a high school football game. For me personally, it's happened a lot this second half. Straight away, handoff to the right side. McCrory they get a few. 37-0, folks. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Junction City with the lead. Junction City's playing what appears to be a lot of sophomores and freshmen at this point. McCrory still in there with their starters. This will be the last ball game. Some of these seniors, well, this is the last ball game these seniors will play for McCrory, so they're riding it out to the end. Under center, inside trap. Travis Alford off to the right side, and that is like 3 times in the last 5 plays we've seen him do that. And Junction right now at least having a tough time figuring out that trap play, Coach.
Yes, sir.
All these new kids in there.
I guarantee you they had never seen it.
That is pretty old school, what they're looking at out there right now. There is no doubt about it. It's also old school to be standing up here freezing without gloves on. All right, McCrory under center first down from the 8-yard line or so, and I can't see the young man's number from here, but off to the right side again.
Yeah. Well, got a little time. I'm going to give you some conference scores. You got Bearden and Mount Idle. You know, Mount Idle's up 20-14 in that game in the third quarter. Hampton cruising across county 50-0 in that game. You got Fordyce up big on Rector. 36-0 right there. So the conference is looking pretty good tonight.
Conference is looking good tonight. Coach, we need to talk about player of the game here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
McCrory's going to punch it in, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to get it
McCrory
in
with over the left guard. McCrory, was that Travis Alford? Please tell me he scored a touchdown for all of his efforts
No, I think
tonight.
that was number 1. Well, I guess it was.
No, they're giving Alford credit. Good for that young man. Travis Alford has played a heck of a ball game tonight for McCrory. 37-6, Junction City, and this quarter's flown by. 4 minutes with sportsmanship rule, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. McCrory going for 2, and that's Alford again, and he just steps into the end zone, so it'll be 37-8, Junction City. We're going to take a 30-second break. 60-second break, sorry, and we'll be back on the Dragon Sports Network and the 101.5 The Hog. Welcome back to Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium. Junction City winning 37-8 over the McCrory Jaguars. McCrory just scored and scored a 2-point conversion. We've got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCrory is lining up for a kickoff, and they've got the ball on its side again. And this time they just shoot one down the middle on the ground, and that's rolled farther than anything else on the ground tonight. And Junction City, we've actually got a return. Oh, no, they're going to corral him at about the 31-yard line. Yeah. Coach, you want to talk about player of the game type things right now?
Yes, I'm gonna give tonight. I'm gonna give two players of the game, defensive player of the game. You know, I'm gonna give one to senior defensive lineman Samaje Leviston and number 47 Tanner Barnett.
Yeah.
You know, both of those guys stayed in McCrory backfield all night long. They got penetration up front and caused problems for McCrory. And, you know, Samaje ran a couple of 2-point conversions.
Yeah, we talked about early in the game. Samaje was no doubt was going to be the player of the game the way it started out with his 2-point conversion runs and being in the backfield. He set a tone up front tonight for Junction.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, congratulations to both of those guys. Like I said, we looking as of right now, you know, we got Parker's Chapel coming. They still up 14-6 in that ball game with Mountainburg, and you know, like I said, the winner of that game comes here next week.
Congratulations to those two young men for sharing the players of the game. And we're down to 1 minute and 26 seconds left in the contest. Junction City was 37, McCrory 8. We're going to do a very brief post-game show after the buzzer. Junction City, trying to see, that's not Hutchinson still in there, is it? No, I don't think so. I can't see numbers.
That's Gabe.
Gabe's in. All right. So off to the left side, Junction City goes.
DeAndre
Malone for about 2 yards.
Number 16,
we're down to under a
Malone
minute now.
the ball for the Dragons.
And these young men from Junction that moved up as freshmen and a bunch of the sophomores that haven't maybe played in a while, they are getting some time in tonight in the first round of the playoffs, and that's always good for your program, no doubt about it.
Yeah, one more thing, you know, it's big things. This season opened up tomorrow in the state of Arkansas, so, you know, all the hundreds and stuff, y'all be careful out there. You know, it's a big thing in Arkansas these days.
Oh, yeah. I'll be out there in the morning, it can't be any colder than it is right now, I don't think, but maybe.
Hey, if you're not doing anything else, the Pee Wee team, we're in the playoffs. We're in the quarterfinals next week. Tomorrow at 10 with the 5th and 6th and 3rd and 4th play at 12. So
excellent. Junction City Pee Wee program still hitting on all cylinders.
Yes, sir. We
like to hear that.
We're playing for a shot in the semifinals of next week.
There we go, folks. We're down to the buzzer here, 37-8. Final score. Junction City wins. McCrory done for the season. Junction City advances. We don't know against whom yet, but Junction City will be playing next week at home, second round. And Junction City's undefeated first-round playoff streak that we talked about in the pregame show is still intact, and we hope all the McCrory people have safe travels going home. We'd like to kick it now. We'd like to start our postgame show, but first we're going to thank Union Kennel and Farm Supply for their sponsorship, as always. Big part of what we do here on the DSN, and we're going to roll right into talking about some postgame type issues, okay, folks? Coach, what Junction City do good tonight?
Offensively, you know, that second half, they finished drive. You know, and like I said, I hit on it all. I'm going to hit on it. You know, this time of the year, you got to finish drives because you're going to meet that team, you know, later on down in the playoffs where they get tougher. The defense going to get tougher. You know, defensively, defense did a good job. You know, after that first series, they, you know, made the reads and got in the backfield a lot tonight. So, hey, hats off to the defense, hats off to the offense.
That's what we did well. What do you think Coach Jones might, if he's going to be a little tough on his guys after tonight, what kind of things might he mention that we didn't do so well tonight?
The mental mistakes.
I agree with you.
Mental mistakes. You know, you got them down here on the 3-yard, 2-yard line, you fumble the ball next play.
Yeah, this could have been easily the score at the half.
Yes. Yeah,
Easily. And Junction City had a stretch there in the second quarter where we had penalties, we had drop passes and mental mistakes, fumbles, you name it. And it left 14 or 16 points sitting out there on the field that we could have had. So Coach Jones will talk to him about that, won't he? Yeah, we don't know who they're playing, but we know Junction City hosts next week. And we're going to wrap it up right here for tonight, folks. And Junction City, once again, 37. McCrory Jaguars, 8. And we'd like to thank all our fine sponsors as usual. And we're going to close it down tonight. And we appreciate all of you for listening here on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. Good night, everybody.